alive. Let them live on Islam. Don't let them lose their iman. Allah, protect their Islam, their iman. Allah, the one who you cause to die, let him die on iman. This is the dua we make when we study and reading the Salatul Janazah of any Muslim. Hazrat Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam, one of the messengers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he felt of this last moment of his ending, of his khatimah. He made a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. O you who is the creator of the heaven and the earth, you are my protector in dunya and hereafter. Oh Allah, let me die as a Muslim. You are a person, or not a Sahabi, or not a disciple of any prophet, making the dua. Nabi of Allah is making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala before he leaves the dunya. توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. Let me die as a Muslim. Oh Allah, then let me join with your righteous, your pious people. Let me join. Allah, let me join the pious people when I leave this dunya. Rabia al-Basriya, you know who she was. When her last moment arrived, she was on her death. She was in a room. Who arrived? Rabia. Rabia means four. Because her parents named her Rabia because she was the fourth child in her family. She was the fourth sibling, fourth one. She was born. Parents gave her name, fourth child, Rabia. When she was lying in her bed, and people were around her, and she instructed them, she said, leave the room. She told, leave the room, let me be alone with my Creator now. Let me be alone with my Allah is alone. There's no partner. Now, follow me, leave the room. Let me be alone here now. It is mentioned within the books. The one who relates this story, he said, while we were leaving the room and we closed the door, after a few moments we are feeling this from inside. Ya ayyatuha an-nafs al-mutma'inna, irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah, wadkhuli fi ibadi wadkhuli jannati. We heard this voice. We opened the door and we found that her soul had departed. What Allah is saying, Ya ayyatuha an-nafs al-mutma'inna, O contented soul, Ya ayyatuha an-nafs al-mutma'inna, irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatan mardiyah. You return to your Lord. Remember, sometimes when you're filling a form, they say, what is the origin? They say, Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Somalia, Nigeria. Our origin is Jannat. Keep this in your mind. Insan came from Jannat. He came from Jannat and he will go back to Jannat. Return to your Lord. Radiyatu mardiyya, in a state that you are pleased with Allah and Allah is pleased with you. You are pleased with Allah and Allah is pleased with you. This address is given to every God-fearing personality, everyone who dies and he was God-fearing in his lifetime. Then this is what angels say to him. Oh, contented soul, today we are asking you to come back to your Lord. You were pleased with your Lord and your Lord was pleased with you. What does it mean? Us being pleased with Allah? Meaning is we be pleased. This is the dua. Rasulullah said, the one who reads in the morning every day and in the evening, رَضِيتُ بِاللَّهِ رَبَّهُ وَبِالْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا وَبِي مُحَمَّدٍ sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is saying that one who reads this dua every day in the morning, he declares, what does he declare? رَضِيتُ بِاللَّهِ لَكُمْ. I am pleased with my Allah that He is my Lord. I am pleased with Him. I am pleased with Allah that everything that He has commanded me of, I am pleased to do it. وَرَضِيتُ بِالْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا. And I am pleased with my religion. I am pleased with my religion. Never ever underestimate any of Islam's rulings. Whatever Islam told us to do this, just be happy with it and be pleased that this is the hukum of my Allah and this is the hukum of my beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Whether you like it or don't like it, be pleased with it. You know, sometimes by being displeased with something that Allah has ordered us, or the beloved Prophet has ordered us, it can take us away, it can take our iman away. It can take our iman. They say, istihsan bil kufr is kufr. Meaning, sometimes, we think, the people, the non-believer, their certain act is better than us. Their certain act is better than us. Let me give you an example. Maulana Ashraf Ali Thanvi rahmatullah writes, the Hakim al-Ummah, Mohammed Ashraf Thanvi rahmatullah, you know what he writes? He said, there was this alim, when he passed away, for some reason, his grave was dug. And what they found in the grave, he wasn't there. Another young woman was in the grave. Another young woman was in the grave. Now, the people and someone who was there, he found, and when they saw this body, one person, he said, I recognize this young girl, where she is from. And then he related. He said, this young woman, she was a Christian and she converted to Islam. And now the question was, what's this? The alim was buried here, and we find this woman in this grave. Maulana Ashraf Ali Thanvi rahmatullah alayhi writes, it was investigated, and eventually they approached the family of the Maulana, the alim, and they approached his wife, and they said, can you tell us about your husband, how he was? You know what she said? Everything was okay. Was after having intercourse, you know what he used to say? He used to say, I like Christians, they don't have to take a bath. We have to take a bath is further. And I like the Christians, they don't have to have a bath after they have slept with their wife. He liked something of the non-believers, which was a kufr. It was a kufr. In their religion is that you don't have to have a bath. But Islam says you have to have a bath. But here, this person, he liked their way and he disliked the way of Islam, that eventually what happened, that people slew their own eyes. I was saying that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, whosoever in the morning declare every morning and evening that I am pleased with Allah, I am pleased with my religion, and I am pleased with my Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he is my Prophet and he is my messenger. On the day of judgment, Allah Almighty will make him pleased, and Allah will keep him happy, and Allah will take him to Jannah. This was declaring from the heart and with the tongue that Allah is my Lord. I am pleased with my Lord. So Hazrat Yusuf alayhi being in the dua, oh Allah, take me from this dunya, take me from this dunya with Iman. Hazrat Rabia Basriya rahmatullah alayhi at the time of her death, They say we heard the Yaqiyat or contented soul, return to your Lord, you are pleased with your Lord, and your Lord was pleased with you. Fadkhuli fi ibadi wadkhuli jannati. Enter the circle of my beloved ones, my servants, and then enter the paradise. And then enter the paradise. Just imagine, these five people, how valuable they are in the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah is saying, the one who dies from this, goes and leaves this dunya, he is told, first enter the circle of the righteous, and then you will go to Jannah. And then you will go to Jannah. Imam Muhammad rahmatullah alayhi, who hasn't heard the name of Imam Muhammad? Imam Muhammad rahmatullah alayhi, he was the Ustad of Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi. He was Ustad of Imam Shafi rahmatullah alayhi, and he was student of Imam Abu Hanifa and Imam Malik rahmatullah alayhi. Say he used to spend his whole night studying, and someone said to him, "You should take a rest. You need a rest." You know what he replied? Why? He said, "How can I go to sleep? When people go to sleep at night with this hope, if we are in need of any Islamic ruling, any masla, any word, we will approach Muhammad. We will go to Imam Muhammad and we will get the solution. We will get the masla from him." So if I go to sleep, what will happen to people? People go to sleep at night with the hope that if we are in need of any masala, we will go to Imam Muhammad. How can I sleep? They said when he passed away, listen to this now. When he passed away, someone saw him in the dream and they said, "How Allah Almighty treated you." Listen to this now. How Allah Almighty treated you. You know what he said? He said, "I was engaged in one masala. I was engaged and pondering over one masala of a muqatab. Muqatab, in the early days, in the beginning of Islam, before Islam came, then Rasulullah put stop the selling and buying of human beings. Before, people used to buy human beings, humans, they used to make them slaves. He said, Muqatab is a slave to whom the master says, "Look, I will free you with the condition. You pay me this much amount, then you are free. You pay me this much amount, you are free then." He said, so when the person saw him in a dream, he said, "How Allah treated you after you have passed away and you went to another world?" He said, "I was engaged in thinking and pondering over the masla of muqatab. I didn't even realize that death has come to me. When I came here, then I found that I have passed away and I have come to this dunya in Africa." When this happens when a person spends his life engaged in the dhikr of Allah, in the obedience of Allah, in the obedience of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, then this happens. Who hasn't heard the name of Maulana Zakir Rahmatullahi? He has wrote many books. Common people will understand who he has. Fazail Amal. He wrote Fazail Amal. Besides that, he wrote hundreds of books and hadith and everything. When he passed away, before he passed away, while he was leaving this dunya, what was on his tongue? Look, today we find people leaving this dunya while singing songs. While people leaving this dunya while talking about dunya. People leaving this dunya, talking about dunya and filthy things, the leaving dunya. But here we find Maulana Zakir while he's leaving the dunya, what is on his tongue? Ya Kareem. Ya Kareem. This is one of the names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's saying, Ya Kareem, he leaves the dunya. When this happens when one spends his whole life in the obedience of Allah, in the dhikr of Allah, in the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And such person, now remember one thing, when a person spends his life in the obedience of Allah, while doing the dhikr of Allah, then inshallah, definitely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appreciates everyone's good actions. Allah does not let anyone's good action go loose, Allah go waste. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the time of death, such people, Allah takes care of them. Allah takes care of them. And when the shaitan comes to deviate them from the dhikr of Allah or from saying La ilaha illallah, then Allah comes in between. When Allah comes in between, Allah sends the angels to pluck the shaitan away from him, and then he easily decides to La ilaha illallah and he leaves the dunya. Imam Abu Zur'a rahmatullah, a great muhaddith of his time, he used 600,000 ahadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam off by heart. While he was on the bed of death, around him. And we have been instructed by Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, a dying person, when we are around him, we should do talqeen of kalima la ilaha. We should be like la ilaha illallah. We should remind him of la ilaha illallah, so that he should also recite it. Great muhaddithin was standing around him. They said, what should we do now? He is unconscious now. Let's read something. When he will become conscious, then we will, we will read something that he will also read. They said, he was a muhaddith who used so many ahadith by heart with the chain of every hadith. So they started reading, the chain of one hadith. حدثنا الضحاك بن مخلد and حدثنا so and so and so. When they were reading, he just opened his eyes. And he started reading the chain now of the hadith. And the hadith was, he started reading the chain, so and so narrated the hadith, and he narrated from so and so narrated from so and so, until the hadith chain reached to Hadith Mu'adh bin Jabal. That Hadith Mu'adh bin Jabal, and he says, I heard Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, "Man kana akhiru kalamihi la ilaha illallah dakhala al-jannah." This Imam lying on his bed of death, and he's reading the chain of hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He completes the chain, and then he starts reading this hadith. Man kana akhiru kalamihi la ilaha illallah dakhala al-jannah. And he died while reading the chain of the hadith. This would have been a great thing for him, but he didn't. He completed the full chain, and then he started reading the hadith of Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he said, "Man kana akhiru kalamihi," the one whose last word of this dunya is La ilaha illallah. When he said this, La ilaha illallah, the ruh departed. His soul departed from this. Rasulullah said, "Dakhala al-jannah." He will definitely go to Jannah. When this happens, this only happens when we remain engaged in the dhikr of Allah in our lifetime. Inshallah, then at the last moments, we will be also, inshallah, we will be also remembering Allah. And we will also be reciting the Quran and living this dunya. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says here, who are pure in their actions and in their beliefs, they are the people to whom the angels at the time of death say, Assalamu alaikum. Angels give them the salam. So I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to take all of us from this dunya with iman. And I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make me accept our sitting here and make it means our forgiveness. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله على خير خلقه محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين.